Chapter 10. This is one of those places where I'm going to be going 50 miles an hour through all kinds of stuff. Follow me if you can. If you can't, just take a break and then come back. I'll still be talking. When the car crossed the state line from New York to New Jersey, I thought, what am I doing? Because I was having big doubts, but I kept them to myself. See, I was riding in the back seat with my kid Alexandria, who was a toddler at the time, heading to Texas and then eventually to California. In the front seat were two guys, both actors, one that I knew pretty well. He had been in Long Day's Journey into Night at a theater where my mother had been working as a house manager. He was a good guy, and we would hang out together. And one day he said to me, I have a son the same age as your kid. Would you ever consider moving to the West Coast to California? Now, the idea was for me to go with him to be a nanny to both our kids while he did acting jobs. And I kind of saw it as my way to get to California, a place I'd always wanted to go. I was picturing Los Angeles, but it didn't work out quite that way, but I'll explain. Because that was my plan. I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know how to get anywhere. I didn't have a place to stay, except I had to stay with these folks for a while. And I didn't have any money to get a car or an apartment, so about 30 minutes into our cross-country drive, it really started to seem like a crazy idea. But like my mom always taught me, you gotta live with your choice or make a change. Like I told you, from the time I was born, I knew I wanted to act. That's all I wanted to do. But I had no idea how to make that happen. Nobody gave me any information on how to break through into a career. I would just audition when parts were available. When you're a teenager, you are trying to figure everything out. But sometimes you can fall into things that, well, maybe you don't want to have as part of your life in the long run. So at some point, I started to do drugs because they made me feel good. I liked it. And there's no secret how that kind of world can end. You know, and this makes me think about something else. I told you I was going to jump around. So like in the early years,